to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world. Listen to the sound of my voice. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. 79 degrees, going up to a high of 87 with some chances of rain. We went through the whole day yesterday. It was pretty nice. And then right around about, I'm going to say around about 7 o'clock, the sky just fell out. Now, let me tell y'all what was crazy. So yesterday I had to record, I co-hosted, I guess you could say I co-hosted. So one of my clients has a podcast called People Think About It. And I'm really excited about that. He went through the Podcast Academy, and now he went through my Podcast Academy, which is Podcast University. He went through Podcast University, and he is ready to actually launch. And so we did his first real episode yesterday, and it was pretty cool because we talked about Bill Cosby, which I'm going to talk about in one episode, the show here this morning. But we talked about Bill Cosby, and he was nervous, so he and his wife were there, so she and I kind of co-hosted with him on that episode, so that was pretty cool. But yesterday, I got to tell you this, so once we got finished the podcast, which was pretty good, now I tried to get him to go live, because he said he's not going to do any editing. I said, listen, if you go live, then it's done. You don't have to go back and do anything, but he has his mind made up. He's not doing any editing. So my thing was, if you're not going to edit it, just go live. And that way now it's live, it's done. Let's get on to the next one. So I haven't really convinced him of that yet because he has his way that he wants to do it. But I'm just trying to help him save himself some time if he's not going to do any editing. And for real, the episode went really good. It was it was a real talk conversation, so I didn't see really a lot of need for editing. Only maybe some sound editing, which we were in the studio yesterday, and so we have to go and do something to the windows because the walls are fine because it's pretty quiet in the building, but the windows, you can hear the cars driving by, you can hear kind of like the noise, and so you can hear a little bit of that background, but not too much. So it was a great episode. But anyway, we did the episode, and once we got finished the episode, we were about to go, but we were talking about other stuff and started talking again. And let me tell you, it just started pouring down. I mean, just pouring down rain. But here's what I want to tell you. There was a young lady standing outside under a tree. When I tell you the sky fell out, the sky fell out. It was pouring down, and she was standing, and it was thundering and lightning. She was standing under a tree. He went outside to tell her, listen, you can come inside. She would not come in the building. And she was talking on the phone. I was like, oh my God. She is just a magnet to be struck by lightning. She was standing under a tree. It was pouring down raining. It was thunder and lightning. And she was talking on the cell phone. And we were like, she should come inside. She would not come inside. And so she stood out there for about 10 minutes in the rain. I'm talking about pour. She had on a tank top. And when it's raining, it's cold. Even though it was warm outside, that rain is still cold. And she had on a tank top and some jeans and some sneakers, and that's all. And she just stood there for like 10 minutes in the rain under the tree talking on the cell phone. And then she ran somewhere. It was crazy, but she would not come in the building. He told you can come in. Because here's the thing. She would have been in the building in the lobby. She wouldn't have been in our office. She would have been in the building in the lobby. She would not even come in. She wouldn't come in the building. I thought that was nuts. But I just had to share that story with you. Anyway, today is National Postal Worker Day. It's also National U.S. Postage Stamp Day, as well as National Creative Ice Cream Flavors Day and National Ginger Snap Day. So I don't know about you, but I've never liked ginger snaps. Never. Like, that has never been one of my favorite cookies or crackers or whatever it is. I've just never liked ginger snap. I just didn't. All right, so let's get on with our horoscopes brought to you by Noto Astrologer for Michael Thyssen. Listen, it is July the 1st. Yes, it is. We are in July. We are halfway through this year already. Time has not stopped. We are halfway through this year. It is July the 1st. We're going to kick our horoscopes off like we always do, and that is with Aries, and here goes. Your loved ones could set you off. There is not much you can do to alleviate the problem, but consider putting some extra work into your house. Don't expect anything for nothing, and you won't be disappointed. I say that all the time. All the time. Don't expect anything for nothing. If you think you're going to get something for nothing, you think again, because it's not going to happen. So stop fooling yourself into thinking that it will. Taurus, Your domestic chores out of Get your domestic chores out of the way early. Be careful when using machinery and electrical equipment. You may find that someone at work hasn't been trustworthy. Watch your back. Somebody is sneaky Taurus behind your back, so watch your back. Somebody at work has not been trustworthy. Gemini, involvement in financial schemes will be followed by losses. You may want to get a little extra rest. You are prone to infections and fevers. You may be frustrated by the way situations are being handled in your personal life. Listen, if it's your personal life, you handle the situations. If you are frustrated by the way things are going in your personal life, Gemini, then you may need to handle your business. Handle your own personal life. Don't depend on other people to do things for you in your life. Don't depend on people to make you happy in your life. That's up to you. So handle your business. Cancer. You must avoid gossip and focus on what you have to do. Listen, put the cell phone down today, Cancer. Don't listen to the gossip. You got stuff to do. And I really want to say something else, but I'll be trying to keep this to a family show. Don't let your partner get away with spending too much of your money. Your own small business on the side is pretty lucrative. Yes, you know how I feel about business. If you have not started your own business yet, you may want to think about starting your one because it could be pretty lucrative on the side. I'm just trying to help you out. Avoid the gossip. Focus on the business. Avoid the gossip. Focus on the business. And watch the coins. Watch the coins. Don't let your partner spend too much of your money. Leo, a new image can be the result of your change if you change your look. Yes, I'm working on doing that. I'm doing some new stuff. I got some new stuff I got going on. Not yet, but soon. Don't let your mate force you into making decisions that you aren't ready to make. Outbursts of passions may cause arguments with your mate. Yeah, don't let anybody force you to do anything you don't want to do. Work on changing your look. It's the summertime. Get the summertime look. Yeah, I'm not good with my hair, so my ponytail, and I'm sleepy, y'all. My ponytail, I love my ponytail because it's pretty cool. Like I can look dressed up, and it's quick. Virgo, any intimate relationships with colleagues will lead to gossip that could easily affect your position. Your partner will be emotionally unable to cope. You may be out of sorts if you have been extravagant or have let children or friends take advantage of you financially. Listen. Intimate relationship with your colleagues could definitely backfire on you, Virgo. So don't even think about doing it. Don't even think about getting involved with your coworkers. I get it. Y'all attracted to each other. You like each other. He's cute. You cute. Everybody cute. But I'm telling you, you have to go to work every day and see that person. And you have to see the people around you if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't last. I went through that, and I'm telling you, it's not fun. It's not fun to be at work with the person you just broke up with. And you got to see him every day. And then all the people around you who saw you when you were all in love. And he was checking you out and you was checking for him. Y'all was eating lunch together, and he was feeding you French fries. And you took a bite of his hamburger. That was cute. But now you've broken up. And you don't feel so good because he's over there feeding her French fries. And she's taking a bite of his hamburger. And you kind of on the side looking. And everybody looking at you, looking at them. I'm just trying to help you out. It's not fun. So don't do it. And avoid it at all costs. If you just fall in love for real. But if you can avoid that situation, and especially if it's going to affect your position at work. All right. I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thyssen. Stay tuned.
A four-letter word. Trust yourself and you get hurt. Tell yourself it's so absurd. Four-letter words. Four-letter words. I hate it when you're like this. You never get excited. Struck by lightning. Don't hide it, no. Don't hide it, no. Soulless man, do you feel it?
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thies. I'm going to pick it up with Libra. Try not to make waves. Your philanthropic contributions will bring you praise. You could have trouble persuading others to accept your ideas and your opinions. Okay, and your opinions. Listen, don't make waves today. Keep it smooth. Libra. Try not to make waves because you know you can ruffle people's feathers at times. I know a couple of Libras and they can ruffle some feathers at times. So Libra, not today. Don't ruffle feathers. Scorpio, financial gains can be made through wise investments if possible. Rely on coworkers to back your objectives. And talk to superiors in order to get approval. Your partner may not understand your mood swings, but if you're willing to communicate, a lot of grief can be avoided. Yes, communicate. If you want to avoid grief, communicate. Communication is so key in all relationships. I don't care whether it's business. I don't care whether it's your marriage, your children. Communication. Sagittarius, you must consider yourself for a change. Your colorful conversations may attract new mates. Minor health problems could result in exhaustion. Yeah, your colorful conversations may attract new mates. What are you talking about today, Sagittarius? It's colorful. So colorful that you're going, what you saying, Sag? It's going to be so colorful that you attract new people to your life. That's some real color right there. Capricorn, communication must be open, precise, and honest. Your involvement with groups will raise your self-esteem. Romantic opportunities will flourish through travel or communication. There's that word again. You looking for some love? Look, okay, so Sagittarius, you know, they're communicating and being colorful, and you traveling in communication. Okay, there's some love out there, but you got to be talking. Listen, start a podcast. Speaking of starting a podcast, Podcast University is starting soon. I'll talk about that more. Podchicks University. Aquarius, romance will come through involvement with fundraising organizations. Listen to the advice given by those with experience. Try to accommodate without infringing on your own responsibilities. Yeah, try to help out, but listen, if you got to put yourself in the back burner, try not to do that because you always put yourself last, Aquarius. So it's time to make sure that even though you want to help, you put yourself to the front, okay? Just keep yourself in mind. And check this out. If you're looking for some romance, get involved in a fundraiser. Yeah, you can listen. You may find love anywhere. Just go out there and sell some raffle tickets for the Little League. Something. Get involved. Last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces. Travel. No, not me. Travel will be in your best interest regardless of whether it's for business or pleasure. Avoid scandals of any sort. You may not see your situation clearly. Listen, I just came back from Miami. That was wonderful. I don't know where I'm supposed to be traveling to now. I know next month. Well, this month, not next month. It's July. In a few days, couple of weeks, 3 weeks, I'll be going to New Orleans. And then I'm going somewhere in October, but I can't speak about it yet because I haven't gotten the okay from the organization who has brought me on to speak at an event in October. I'm excited about that. Anyway, that's your horoscopes for today. I'll be back again on Monday. Yes, Monday the day after the 4th of July, to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thies. Now let's get on to some news you can use. Listen, before I get on to some news you can use, I just got to tell y'all this story because it's one of these crazy stories. Sometimes I find some stories that I just got to share because they're unbelievable. So listen to this. 2 brothers are themselves behind bars after their scheme to use a drone to smuggle tobacco and cell phones into a Georgia prison. Yep, they're going to prison. So they use a drone. They thought they were Amazon. They used a drone and they were going to drop the cell phone and the tobacco products, which is probably, cigarettes, inside a prison. I guess they're going to drop it into the yard. But anyway, George Lowe, 27 of Powder Spring, and Nicholas Lowe, 25 of Dallas, Georgia. They're both sentenced to a year in federal prison after pleading guilty to charges related to illegally operating a drone, according to a statement Tuesday. I can't make this stuff up. This is real. So the Lowe brothers attached the box to the drone, flew the drone over the prison. They were going to drop the cigarettes and the cell phones inside the prison yard so the inmates could get them. Now they're going to jail, so somebody need to drop them some cigarettes. I just can't make this up. There's one of these. I had to share that story because I'm like, really? Like, for real? You didn't think anybody was going to see the drone with the box attached to it dropping? Like, really? So now they're going to prison for a year. They got a criminal record for being stupid. And they try to do this like in the wee hours of the morning. Listen, this is what the box had in it. The box had 14 cell phones and 74 grams of tobacco, a digital scale, and some earbuds. Can you believe that? Let me say that again. The box had 14 cell phones. First of all, where did you get the money to buy 14 cell phones? 14 cell phones. Maybe somebody sent them the money on the outside. Where did you get the money on the inside to send it to the outside to get the cell phone? 14 cell phones, 74 grams of tobacco, a digital scale. So I guess they were going to weigh the tobacco out and so they could sell the cigarettes, and earbuds. Seriously? I just had to share that story because that was just, I can't make this up. That's one I can't make this up story because I can't. That was just one of them stories. I had to share it. It was crazy. Can you believe that? Yeah. Yeah, so looks like Bill Cosby's sentence was overturned and he'll be going home. You know, there are a lot of people who have a lot of mixed emotions about this whole thing. There was a so yesterday on People Think About It, on the People Think About It podcast, this was a topic. And you know, I know if everybody has their thoughts about this. So for me, you know, I'm definitely not saying that I approve of what he did because it was totally wrong. I do understand that there were some women who probably was totally traumatized by the whole event. And so the topic was, do you think that the women who came forth because they were looking for a financial payday? And some of us think, yes, that was the case for some of the women. Some of the women, we felt like they were just traumatized. They probably have been living with that trauma for years, and they just needed to get it off their chest. And now they felt like they weren't alone. They can get it off. But for some others, I feel like it was about the money because I feel like some of those women went there knowing exactly what was going to go down. You know, some of them were just gullible, and they were chasing the fame and the celebrity, and they just got caught up, you know. And so that was a situation, you know, where that was a topic of conversation on the People Think About It podcast. That episode is going to be released next week, and so you can check it out at People Think About It podcast. But he's going home. You know, I feel like everybody deserves a second chance, right? He's done a lot of good in his life. Yes, he made some terrible decisions. I'm talking about horrific. I do agree that. But I know he's also done a lot of good with his celebrity. Like, he didn't just use his celebrity for bad. He used it for good. And I know that there's some people we all have our opinions. Let me just say that. My opinion is I don't want to see him right in jail. He's 80-something years old. And I know he's done some good things in his life. And I know he's done some bad things. And everybody who's casting stone, we've all done that. We've all done good and we've all done bad. And God has given us pretty much all a second chance. So why not him? My heart goes out to the women who were truly affected by his bad judgment and the things that he's done, but I don't want to see him die in prison. So that's my opinion. I'm sticking to it. And I know that there's some people who, you know, they say all kind of crazy stuff like, I'm not for women's rights. Of course I am. But I believe everybody deserves a second chance. There are people who murdered and killed people, and people, the families of those victims forgave that person. So why would I not want to give someone a second chance? So I'm glad to see Mr. Cosby going to be going home and live out the rest of his life at home with his family and his friends. I really am. And that's my opinion. I know you got yours, but that's mine, and I'm going to stick to it. So, you know, we all, listen, I got a bunch of opinions about a lot of stuff. So do you. You know, and if you think you don't, every time you open your mouth to judge, that's an opinion. I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. So that was a discussion yesterday on People Think About It. People Think About It is going to be pretty good. You know, I think that that podcast is going to do a lot of good to help people start to think about things and talk about things that we normally just don't talk about. You know, like we talked about it. It was a great conversation, and I'm glad that Lamar is going to release the episode soon. So check it out. New laws that cut income taxes for Georgians and increase tax incentives for businesses go into effect today. Yep, today, the start of the new fiscal year. The Tax Relief Act of 2021, House Bill 593, raises the standard deduction on state income taxes returns for a single taxpayer by $800 to $5,400 and by $1,100 to $7,100 for married couple filing jointly starting next year, the 2022 tax year. So House Bill 593 created the second tax cut of its kind in 3 years. It will cut income taxes by more than $600 million collectively over the next 5 years. The Georgia legislature doubled states' standard deductions under the Tax Cut and the Job Acts in Georgia in 2018. So you got some stuff going on there. You're going to get some tax breaks, which is good. So we're going to get some more money back into your paycheck. All right, so also check out Senate Bill 6, which also takes effect today. It adds a job tax credit for pharmaceutical companies and tax breaks for high-impact aerospace defense companies. So my husband worked for some pharmaceutical company, so his company's going to get some tax breaks. So, yeah. So it's going to help out a lot. For more information about what's going to happen with these state bills that's taking effect today, House Bill 317. That's going to impose a fee on all lodging facilities and room except for those that do not provide shelter. So if you want to know about all these different bills, go to Gwinnett Daily Post. It's all of them. It's about 6 or 7 bills there to find out more information about these different bills that are taking effect today. You know, one thing Georgia and I was talking about last week, before I go to a song, I just want to share this. She was saying that, you know, because she was watching the news, I guess, and she said there are so many little bills that are going into effect that we don't know about because we're paying attention to everything else. So everybody's attention is on the Voters Act right now because they're trying to suppress the vote all across the United States, which I think is just disgusting. Like, I just feel like those are disgusting people. Anybody who just, if you can't treat everybody like equal, I feel like you're a disgusting person. And so, to try to take away people's rights to vote, to hinder them from casting their vote. They don't like you. They don't like you. So why can't you just deal with that? You're a narcissist. But anyway, I'm not going to get into my rant about that. So she was just saying that there are a lot of bills that are getting passed because it's so quiet because nobody's talking about those because they're focused on the big bills. And these other little bills really do affect the way we do things. And so, but nobody's really paying attention to that. So I don't know. I might have to start a podcast about all these bills. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after this song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer. Not more horoscopes. I'll be right back to give you more of the rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
Left of me.
back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you the daily rundown of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So yesterday I told you about one of the companies that got reinstated to serve bonds in here in Gwinnett County, and there was a whole lot of discrepancy with Sheriff Keebo Taylor, who allegedly said that if you don't support me, I'm not going to renew your certificate to do bells in Gwinnett County. And so there were lawsuits brought against him. They settled out with Anytime Bells Bonding Company here in Gwinnett County. And so, but it came with a condition. And one of the conditions it came with was that the CEO had to step down. So the CEO said, okay, I'll step down. And which is crazy. So, but my thing is, I want to know why. Why did the CEO have to step down? But anyway, now the company has been known as ABC Bell Bonds. It's not Anytime anymore. Not in Gwinnett County. The CEO, Scott Hall, he is still doing Bell. It's still under Anytime in other places, but not in Gwinnett County. It's ABC in Gwinnett County, and he is no longer the CEO of that. Now he works with the organization. I guess it's his company, but he had to step down as CEO. I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah. So anyway, Hall was the one who initiated the GBI. To investigate Taylor after the bondsman sent the GBI a 25-second video clip of Taylor saying, if folks don't support me, I'm not going to bond them here. Let them bond here. So I guess Hall didn't support him, and he snatched it. Now, Sheriff Taylor is saying that, I said I was going to reform the bonds bells system here, and so the bells bond system here in Gwinnett County, so that's what I was doing. But anyway, yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. I just wanted to share that, give you like a little update about what that was. On to some good news. Tournament officials announced yesterday that the 8th annual Mitsubishi Classic held May 10th through the 16th at Topgolf, TBC Sugarloaf raised and donated $572,798 to the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta and Special Needs Schools of Gwinnett and a number of other local charities in conjunction with the 2021 tournament. So a lot of these organizations, that's how they keep their organizations running, through donations. So being able to share in a donation pot of $572,000 is a great, it's great for the organization. So let's give the Mitsubishi Electric Tournament Classic a round of applause for their work in supporting our local organizations who are supporting others. All right, listen, y'all. I know we missed it last year. I'm a big fireworks person. I love fireworks. I'm like a big kid. I go to the fireworks every year, except for last year there were no fireworks because of the pandemic. So every firework event was canceled. Well, guess what, y'all? Fireworks are back. So if you're like me and you like the fireworks, yes, they're back. And Lawrenceville, and who's going to kick it off? Lawrenceville going to kick it off Friday night, so I'm probably going to go check that out. And somebody else is going to kick it off. But yes, we got fireworks back. And what's crazy is, right, I normally never go to the fireworks on Friday night. I always go to the fireworks on the 4th of July, which is in Snellville. So I always go to the 4th of July celebrations in Snellville. I've never gone to Lawrenceville fireworks. However, this Friday night I probably will. So Lawrenceville and Auburn, they're going to kick off the local celebrations taking place Friday night. Listen, I know people are going to be happy to get out. Here's what I will say. Still be safe, right? If you have not been vaccinated, you still want to be safe out there. So make sure to be vaccinated. In the meantime, Auburn's Independence Celebration starts at 5 p.m. And that's going to be located at 1369 4th Avenue with family fun, food, games, live music, and activities, kids zone, and fireworks at dark. Yes. So this is going to start tomorrow night. At 5 o'clock. Meanwhile, Lawrenceville Prelude to the 4th event will take place at 5 p.m. also on the Lawrenceville Lawn with performances by Biederer and the Electric Avenue, and fireworks begin at dusk. So bring your blankets, your lawn chairs, your mosquito spray. Listen, mosquito spray. I'm trying to help you out. They're going to mandate social distancing. There will also be food vendors located at the Lawrenceville Lawn, Bicentennial, Plaza, and City Hall. So in the meantime, on Saturday, there are going to be several events going on as well. Norcross will hold its Red, White, and Boom at 5 p.m. on Saturday in Lillian Webb Park. There's going to be a bounce house there for a nominal fee, face painting, and assortment of food vendors and fireworks. The city will also have CDC guidelines in place, and a shuttle will run from the park to Norcross First United Methodist Church and One Heart Church, where people can park and then go downtown because the streets are going to be closed off, and that's going to start at 3 o'clock. To find out more information about what's going on this 4th of July weekend, be sure to go to Gwinnett Daily Post. All of the events are listed there. Yes, we got events all the way down Lilburn, Duluth, Norcross, all the way down the line. Because Sugar Hill, Brattleton, they're all there. You want to go out and have a wonderful 4th of July. Snellville, everything, they're all there. You know I'm going to Snellville. I'm going to Snellville. Snellville kicks it off. It's going to take place from 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So they're going to party all 6 hours. You know Snellville don't be playing no game. Theirs is on the 4th of July. So on the town green in Snellville, it's gonna kick off. Fireworks start at 9:30. They're gonna have stuff going the whole time. That's why I normally go, which is weird. I never go to Lawrenceville, and I live in Lawrenceville, so go figure. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna go to my last song. Then I'm gonna come back and close it out. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna come back and give you my inspiration for the day because I want you to leave feeling inspired. Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for today. But before I go, I want to give you my word of inspiration. And here it goes. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. Let me say that again. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. My girl Oprah Winfrey said that, and she is absolutely right. Listen, I know sometimes life throws us curveballs, and when you stop for a second and take a look at where you are, you got to ask yourself, that was a curveball, and maybe it was meant to put you on a different course. Maybe it was meant to spin you around, right? Maybe it was meant to make you jump out of the way. But here's the thing. Are you doing the things that you love in life? I do this podcast and all the podcasts I do because I love them. I love doing what I do. And it's so funny because I was thinking about, like me being an entrepreneur. I love being an entrepreneur. I've been one for a very long time. I love being an entrepreneur. I'm a community-oriented person. Like, I love community. I love those things. And so that's the life of my dreams. Like, that's my dream life. Now, here's the thing. I got to get to that multi-million-dollar level, but that's okay. I'll get there. I know I will, because I'm doing the thing that I love. I'm doing the thing that wakes me up in the morning that I'm passionate about. Are you doing the things that you love in life? Listen, life can be short. Right? Life can be really short for some people. Some people get to live a long life, but not always. Sometimes life is short. Don't waste time doing things that you don't really love. Don't waste time being with people you don't really love. Don't waste time taking things for granted like they'll be there tomorrow, because they may not. You may not be there tomorrow. Don't go out with regrets. Don't go out with I wish I woulda, coulda. Don't do that. Do the things that you love right now. I love what I do. And I say this a lot on the show because I really, really love what I do, right? Hence the reason I do it every day. Hence the reason why I'm always thinking about I need to start another one, because I love this space. And that's my dream life. I haven't built my dream home yet, but I'm working on that as well. So I got 2 big goals right now. To get to the multi-million-dollar mark, that's a goal for me. And to build my dream home, that's a goal for me. And my dream home, let me just paint y'all a picture. It's a 5-bedroom ranch. Raised ranch. It's a raised ranch, 5-bedroom raised ranch with a pond in the back, with a beautiful enclosed patio, with a space where the ground, you can still touch the ground, because I want to go out and ground myself, but I hate stepping on the grass, right? So I need a space inside my little area where I can put my feet on the dirt, right? But I don't have to worry about bugs and animals in my little space. And then I got a sunroom off my bedroom, right? Where I can go in there and I can just read my books on Sundays when I'm not watching Hallmark TV, right? And I have a beautiful studio in my house, just like I have now. I love my studio. I have a beautiful studio in my house where I can go and podcast when I don't feel like going out the house and go to the studio where our office is. So that's my dream. But those are the dreams that I'm working on. My dream right now is doing what I do. What's your dream? Are you living your dream life? That's all I got for today. Could have been anywhere in the world. Spent the last 42 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate your life for that. Listen, remember to follow the show. I got a tickle in my throat. To follow this show by going to goodmorninggwinnett.com. If you miss any episodes, you can see the past episodes there. Also, be sure to share the show with your friends and families and support the show. All you gotta do when you go there is just buy a book, buy a t-shirt, buy some socks. It's all there, and it all says Good Morning Gwinnett, all of it. So rep the show and support the show by repping our products there. Also, listen, download the app from the App Store. You can go to, if you got an Android phone or Apple phone, there's a Good Morning Gwinnett app for that. Just go to your App Store and download the app. It's free. Also, be sure to follow me on Apple Podcasts and subscribe to the show there. Find your favorite 2 episodes, give it 5 stars, and then subscribe to the show. Leave a comment as well. I appreciate you and love your life for that. If you want to listen to me on Sunday morning because you're in the house of chilling, ask Alexa to open Good Morning Gwinnett. Say, Alexa, if you got an Echo Dot or Amazon products in your house, an Amazon show, say, Alexa, open Good Morning Gwinnett, and it's going to play the latest episode of the show. So be sure to listen to the show there. And you can also, I think you can ask Alexa to shuffle, and she'll play other episodes too. I'll tell you, like, if you're home, listen to my episodes with entrepreneurs. Those are some great episodes. They talk about what they're doing, how they got started, some of the obstacles they face in the episode. So if you want to be inspired, listen to some of those episodes. Listen, thank you again for listening. I'll be back because today is my Friday. I'll be back again Monday. Yes, I know. I'll be back again on Monday to give you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Listen, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful 4th of July. Listen, stay safe, enjoy. And I love you guys. And until next time, everybody, you know what it is, because I'm out. It's my Friday. Until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.